But even in defeat, the Pittsburgh Steelers could look back with pride and ahead with promise. Since emerging from the shadows in 1972 to join the NFL's elite, Pittsburgh has won 6 division titles and 2 world championships. This is the story of the men who stand ready to keep this string intact. Throughout the playoff years, Pittsburgh's passing game has flown on the strong right arm of Terry Bradshaw. The trademarks are a quick release, a hard, tight spiral, and sure hands waiting downfield. Number 88, Len Swan. Number 82, John Stallworth, are a matched pair of high-wire acrobats, swinging from the end of Bradshaw's ropes. During 1977, Swan and Stallworth combined for 99 catches to lead an offense that was constantly ticking like a time bomb. Against the Cleveland Browns, Bradshaw reached back and detonated the most explosive passing day of his pro career. Number 43, Frank Lewis, took his turn on the receiving end for part of the 361 yards and 3 touchdowns totaled by Bradshaw's aerial extravaganza. Pittsburgh romped over Cleveland 28-14, but Terry Bradshaw has never learned how to take things easy. A competitive drive for every last yard leads Bradshaw down dangerous pathways and into pitfalls of pain. But Terry Bradshaw knows the difference between pain and debilitating injury. With pain, you just get back up and keep playing. When Bradshaw's left wrist was broken in the season's 4th week, he simply put on a cast and went right back to work, taking snaps, sprinting out, and throwing touchdowns with his good hand. Bradshaw wore a cast for the rest of the season and just kept right on throwing bullets to receivers like Randy Grossman. What's more, he didn't allow it to alter his all-out style of play. Cast or no, Terry Bradshaw could still beat you with guts or guile, like luring a contained man to the inside with a play fake, then taking advantage around the end. Bradshaw's courage inspired his teammates all season. While some can measure their worth by statistics, others are judged by the respect of their peers. Pittsburgh's offensive line earned admiration for protecting their injured quarterback as if he were a piece of fine china. The offensive line included a reformed tight end, number 79, Larry Brown, who learned to pass protect like an old hand, and young Ray Pinney, number 74, who challenged the starters. All in all, it was a good line which promised to get better. Veterans Jim Clack, John Kolb, Sam Davis, and Jerry Mullins clearing the way for an ever-ready runner named Rocky Bleier. Bleier erodes a defense a little bit at a time, like wind and rain. Franco Harris, number 32, simply tears away huge chunks. Harris confounds a defense. It sets out to capture an elusive floating sprite and ends up clinging to a runaway truck. In 6 NFL seasons, Harris has rattled many a head and accumulated some impressive numbers. Over 6,000 yards rushing, 6 playoff seasons with a team that had never made them before he arrived. The first back in NFL history to gain over 1,000 yards rushing in postseason play. All this with a blend of power and elusiveness unequaled in the sport. Franco Harris is Mr. Pittsburgh Steelers. But in the season's 10th week, Mr. Pitt Panther came home. Jack Ham has been an All-Pro 6 times in his 7-year career, and many consider him football's finest at his position. Flawless technique coupled with natural ability make him the rarest of finds. A linebacker who can blitz, play the run, or cover a pass with equal aptitude. While Ham defeats an opponent with calm precision, the man he plays next to arrives at the stadium already angry. By game time, middle linebacker Jack Lambert's ill will has grown into genuine dislike for anyone wearing a wrong-colored jersey who happens to end up with the ball. Lambert is a bully on the block, but for all his aggressive behavior, he's not physically intimidating. At 6'4" and a slender 220 pounds, he must use his remarkable agility to overcome those who would restrict his range. Weights and measures aside, no one fills a hole as thoroughly as Jack Lambert. Lambert has help, however. Pittsburgh defensive backs like number 31, Donnie Shell, love to share the load. Whether coming up to contain a sweep or reacting to the ball and pinning a receiver in his tracks, Mel Blount, J.T. Thomas, Glenn Edwards, and Jimmy Allen stick with authority. It is a Steeler tradition to put 11 hitters on the field. All through the glory years, a certain tone has been set. Don't expect to slip through the steel curtain without paying the price. But Pittsburgh has refined the art of gang tackling further than 6 men jumping on a ball carrier. After the initial hit is made, Others look for an opportunity to strip the ball away. Thus, the Steeler defense manufactures its own breaks instead of waiting for them to happen. It's a black and gold axiom that once the ball goes up for grabs, it usually ends up in the clutches of a greedy Steeler. The Pittsburgh defense still has the talent to completely dominate a game. As they begin the 7th year of their playoff cycle, the Pittsburgh Steelers are not standing still. They continue to change and improve, hustle and hit. They remain dedicated to the draft, gathering enthusiastic special teamers like Dave Lacrosse, Jack Delaplay, Jim Smith, and Brent Sexton. Whether smothering a return or covering a Roy Girella onside kick, these men bear watching, for theirs is the fresh face of the future. Steeler coaches have already put to use the skills of rookie linebackers Robin Cole and Dennis Winston with the regular defense. Cole, number 56, blitzes like a demon and demonstrates a proper Steeler affinity for the loose ball. Winston exudes raw talent, although his methods sometimes display rough edges. However, as with all gifted rookies, patience and practice can fine-tune abilities already present. 4 years ago, linebacker Lauren Taves, number 51, was where Cole and Winston are now. After an education on special teams and spot duty behind Andy Russell, Taves was ready to step in when Russell retired and cover a running back stride for stride. On offense, a rookie runner named Sidney Thornton earned a chance to show why he was called the Thundering Bull at Northwestern Louisiana. Even more impressive was a second-year tight end from Clemson named Benny Cunningham. A third stringer at the beginning of summer camp, Cunningham quickly laid claim to a starting position and then aggressively defended it. Cunningham may have solved Pittsburgh's tight end problem for years to come, but it was no accident. Each fall, football returns to Three Rivers Stadium and optimism abounds. The struggles of summer are left behind as Steeler head coach Chuck Noll and his team eagerly await a new season. Even those who have not seen eye to eye in the past, forgive and forget, kiss and make up. On a Monday evening in September, Pittsburgh thrilled a nationwide audience as the 1977 season began. Number 64, Steve Furness, led a persistent pass rush that brought the San Francisco 49ers down to earth. The entire steel curtain was present. Green, Holmes, Furness, Greenwood, and White fell on the 49ers for a 27-0 shutout. But perhaps the most impressive player on the field wore number 59 and played left outside linebacker to perfection.
TV Channel 4, Pittsburgh, 9 o'clock.
This is Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Pittsburgh Steelers good enough to have led the Steelers to 2 straight Super Bowl victories. He does it with much help from this man. 88, Lynn Swan, the extraordinary wide receiver. And from this man, number 20, Rocky Blyer, the running back and the blocking back. And how he likes to lead the way for this man, the great Franco Harris, the AFC's second leading active rusher. But tonight, all 4 must cope with a tremendous defensive line.
That's right.
First and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Del Williams, single setback for the 49ers. Plunkett, look out, intercept. There you go. Number 45, Jim Allen, picks off a pass intended for Kenny Harrison, and Jimmy Allen has to be happy. He's under a lot of pressure, Howard, as you mentioned earlier, replacing Mel Blount.
That's exactly right, and Dan
Lynn Swan, they'll go to the air. Wide open, Frank Lewis. This time he does not drop the ball. First down, Steelers. Mel Phillips way off in his coverage. But he still has that potential. Major burden in life. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lynn Swan. Another Steeler first down. Harris, quick toss with motion. And Harris finds plenty of running room out of the left side. Will not get the first down, but he's down about the 22-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. Big man gets the call, and he does not get the first down, I do not believe. He was nailed right there at the 20-yard line.
I'd like to see him go for it down here, and I would definitely be a losing coach because all the winning coaches always kick their field goals, but this is kind of fun. Opening day crowd, I know the crowd wants him to go for it, too.
Left tackle for the 49ers.
I was wrong again.
And Harris picks along the outside of the left side. He finds the opening and gets the first down for the Steelers. Keep them 10. Ball at the 18. Steelers going on 4th down. Picking up the first, Franco Harris over the left side. And oddly enough, they're running a lot over there. We talked a lot about Ray Penny. What we haven't said is the reason he's in there is that John Cobb, the great tackle for the Steelers, has a bad ankle.
Frank.
Right, they're trouble. 2nd down and 6. Ball inside the 15. Quick pitch. Go Harris. Look at him turn the corner. Oh, yeah. There was a block by Penny. He now took 2 of them. 45, watch this. The punt return. Jim Smith returning the ball for Pittsburgh. There's a clip. You'll watch number 59 of the Steelers. That, of course, Jack Ham. There he is against Skip Vanderbunt. That's the clip that brought the punt back. 2nd down and 6. The ball just short of the 50-yard line. Bradshaw to the air.
Oh, he's got him open down the middle.
And he's open. And, hey, good hook slide at the 34 by Bradshaw.
He tucked it down and ran. That's how he has gotten hurt, but at least he's learned how to protect himself a little bit.
Well, Bruce Taylor took a shot at him, number 44 for the 49ers. On 1st and 10, Blyer over the right side. Good block in front of him.
Oh, that's nice.
Good running, Rocky Blyer. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3, and it was Ralph McGill who made the stop.
With him, there's a lot of room down the middle.
Roy Girella, 50-yard field goal attempt. He was 4 of 7 between the 40 and the 50 last year. Long enough. Yes, good enough.
I tell you, he lined that one right over the center field fence.
1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line. Bradshaw right on target. Oh, yeah. Lynn Swan. Steeler first down. Tony Leonard covering.
Oh, yeah. Let's get things going.
If I were Tony Leonard, I wouldn't get too much involved. He's a rather brittle kid out of Virginia Union, though he did beat out the favorite Eddie Lewis for the position.
Frank, this kind of pattern, the crisp sideline pattern, just working out there, you could drill that ball. That thing is awfully hard to defend against, and I don't really think San Francisco has utilized that kind of...
On second down. Play action. Bradshaw. Wide open is Lynn Swan, and he goes down to death, Don.
One of the things that you don't see, Frank, is they had kind of a fake screen set up to the outside, which pulled those linebackers up, put him 1-to-1 on Phillips back there, had a lot of room to work in, made that outside move.
The 36-yard line, 1st and 10. There's that little play that scored earlier. Blyer in front, Franco Harris looking for the hole. He finds it, gains 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Set 1st and 10. Bradshaw.
Oh, that was holding over there.
Sure was, and they got it. Lynn Swan was held. The pass went out to Rocky Blyer, but Lynn Swan, you probably didn't see it, was held downfield.
Anthony Leonard, I believe, was the man that had him, Frank. He either got him by a face mask or something, shoulder pad.
After that replay.
Put some stripes on you.
Yeah.
First down, inside handoff. Same play, Blyer pops it again, down to the 30. This time, a gain of 7.
Quick trap, Frank. They do the same thing up in the middle. I don't know whether the same kind of block, and it didn't catch it. Either a zone or a quick trap with that guard. Pull it.
Ball at the 29-yard line. The big man, Harris. Boy, when he doesn't run over him, he outruns them.
Yep, that's
First down.
Whole point there, Frank. How that big man can accelerate. They're running.
Inside handoff. Blyer finds an opening, cuts back against the grain, gets 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Jarrell has already hit from 50. Oh, and he nailed this one. Oh, that one was not a line drive. Williams got 9, his 3rd down, a long one. Williams, the call again. Forget it. Oh, did they do it? Great pressure, J.T. Thomas. Donnie Shell came up and Jack Ham was there, and it was all over. Tom Mitchell, the tight end, moved way out to the right. Look out, look out. That was Robin Cole. Oh, boy. The rookie from New Mexico. And they're going to call it incomplete.
To the man. He is ferocious.
They mentioned, Howard, he was a defensive end. He came in. Now, let's see if this is a pass. All right. Well, a semi-pass. Kenny Harrison will hold. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work.
Oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, that play was not, repeat, not an advertisement for NFL football.
For 28 years, the Cleveland-Pittsburgh Turnpike Series has been one of the NFL's fiercest rivalries. And last week's game, before a standing room only crowd of nearly 81,000, was no exception. This game between undefeated Cleveland and their arch rivals was billed as a street brawl, and it lived up to its advanced billing. Surprisingly, the Browns managed to match the steel curtain on defense in the early going. Pittsburgh's big edge came from their special teams, which, as so often is the case in pro football, provided the impetus for victory. Chuck Noll's master stroke this season has been the reinstatement of number 88, Lynn Swan, as a punt returner, a task the receiver had relinquished since gaining stardom. Swan's long return set up the Steelers' first touchdown, a perfectly lofted pass by Terry Bradshaw to none other than Swan himself. It was the first of 2 touchdowns and 7 receptions for him, the most of his career. Despite Swan's great game, the Browns stayed even thanks in part to an acrobatic receiver of their own, number 85, budding star Dave Logan. But the play that broke the Browns came when rookie corner Oliver Davis, number 21, tried to intercept Bradshaw's bomb instead of batted away from Frank Lewis, who accepted the bit of serendipity for a 65-yard touchdown. In the end, Pittsburgh had a decisive 28-14 victory and a tie for first in the tough AFC Central with upstart Cleveland, who felt the pain of defeat for the first time this season.
Bradshaw's had a bruised thigh all week. He's going to throw on first down. Lynn Swan catches the ball. First down Pittsburgh on the 46-yard line. Dick Ambrose, dropping back, made the tackle. In motion is Lyer. Franco Harris rips it to the 46 of Cleveland, where Ambrose nailed him there. Third down and a yard to go. Rocky Blyer has a first down on the Cleveland 42. Hand off is to Blyer. Blyer to the 40. And he goes to the 38-yard line of Cleveland. Here in the first period, no score. Coming through, Franco Harris. Rocky Blyer, let's check that. Blyer, that was a misdirection play. It's 3rd and 9. Bradshaw, scrambling to the 30. Tripped up, and he's hit there by number 20. Tony Peters, who nailed him, short of a first down. 63 at right tackle. Sipe looking downfield. Out it goes, and it's nearly intercepted from that wide by Mel Blunt. The Steelers. Sipe with good protection. Goes on the run and overthrew Reggie Rucker. Rucker was being covered by Glenn Edwards. Boots it away. A nice kick. Spiraling down to Ernie Pugh at the 45 of the Steelers. Swan to the 50. Swan to the 40. Lynn Swan carries it down. Good return by Lynn Swan on the Cleveland 26. Franco Harris. Harris is to the 18. Harris again. Racked up along that first down mark. 3rd down and a foot to go. Quarterback sneak by Bradshaw. A big, strong quarterback. The pass, out it goes to Swan. Touchdown, Lynn Swan. Caught the ball against Clarence Scott.
Where the ball was. Terry just throws the ball up. He knows they're right together. However, Scott is not looking at the ball. Swan waits till the last second, comes off, and makes an easy touchdown.
4. The Pittsburgh Steelers 7. The Cleveland Browns nothing. On the right. The fade by Sipe. The pass out. Cleo Miller, there's a flag down. Miller trying to get around, and he is hit for a loss. And those Steelers are fired up on defense. That's Donnie Shell. Threw it in motion. They're going to fake it. The blitz is on, and they threw it away. Pittsburgh had the blitz on, and Lawrence Hayes was coming hard. So was Dwight White, and they reached Sipe, and Sipe is hurt in the left side. Today, with 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sipe is going to throw right down the middle. Intercepted by J.T. Thomas. 30. Thomas, 35, and he's upended there by Sipe, the quarterback, who threw the interception. Brian Sipe made a clean tackle. Another Steeler is down back at the 21-yard line.
And that's
Fire in motion. Bradshaw deflected, intercepted! Intercepted! Gerald Irons. Irons out of bounds. Gerald Irons picked off the deflection by Mike St. Clair. 74, St. Clair tipped the ball, and there was Gerald Irons.
And Kurt, if you don't think having 4 defensive linemen that are 6 foot 7 inches tall doesn't harm a quarterback's vision, you got another thing coming.
Threw it in motion. Miller scores easily. Leo Miller over, Browns take the lead. He went behind the wedge blocking of the center, Tom DeLeon. And the surprising Browns continue to do it. The score with a timeout, 14-7 Cleveland. Second down 10. Bradshaw will go to the air. There's a deep pass to Frank Lewis. Lewis. He has it. Lewis has it and is in for the touchdown. Frank Lewis grabs it. Took it away from the rookie, Oliver Davis. As Davis was juggling the ball, Frank Lewis went right with it and scored. And what a game we're having here. Medical miracle. You'll be seeing it Tuesday night on NBC. Here is Larry Poole. And Poole is hit for a loss in the big Horseshoe Stadium. Good snap. Kick is away. Swan waits for it. Takes it on the 48 and hit immediately. Great drive downfield by Ricky Jones. That's how to cover a punt. Ricky Jones beat the ball down there.
He did, and that ball was on a very low trajectory. In order to get any distance at all, he had to kick the ball low. It's not an ideal day for kicking. Ricky Jones got by Delaplane. This is a very key move he made. It saved him about a 20-yard run back.
First. Raleigh Wolfe. Eddie Payton was deactivated for this game. Here's the catch, a high, short catch. Fair catch. Call for bubble. Steelers have the ball. Pittsburgh ball. A fair catch bubble there. Third and 6 for Pittsburgh. Get back there, Jones. Bradshaw, retreat deep. Plenty of time. Pass. In there. Touchdown. He drilled it. The Lynn Swan. With a Lynn Swan down there running his doing his thing in the end zone, you're going to score some points. He goes back, looks to the left, finally goes back to the the receiver. Swan gets loose, puts it right on the money, touchdown Pittsburgh. That's the fourth catch to Swan. Right being chased. Gets away from White. Trying to hit and through it. White was all over it. Two penalties in a row, they're moving that field. They're on their own 45. The pitch is to Pruitt. Pruitt drops the ball. Scramble for it. Pittsburgh has it. Jimmy Allen up with the ball. Pittsburgh has it on the Cleveland 41. Rocky Blyer. Sweeping. Still going, but out of bounds. Good game for Blyer. He's out on the 30. Has a first down. Charlie Pittsburgh on the Brown 25. Flag is down. Pass is complete. Another great catch by Lynn Swan at the 10. 8 for the Steelers. Franco Harris. Charlie Hall on him for 59 and Dick Ambrose. Right now it's 3rd and 5 for the Steelers. Bradshaw out, straight. Lynn Swan caught the ball, stepped out on the foot line. And it might show if we have a chance to see it again. It looks like Lynn Swan put his foot in the end zone. Goal to goal. On the 1-foot line. Bradshaw trying to sneak it over. So, have to try one more time. Steelers really have 3-run test ball trophies. Second down and a foot to go. Again he goes. Touchdown, Terry Bradshaw. Good. Time out. Pittsburgh 31. May will throw it. Down the middle it goes. Intercepted by Mel Blunt. Runs to the 15 at the 20. Mel Blunt to the 29. A flag is dropped along the way. Raining again. Franco Harris. He may have the first down. He's running for that yard marker. Reggie Harris. They give it to Reggie Harris. He had the first down. Hey, he gets to that line of scrimmage in a hurry. Yeah. He's looking better in the season advance. Reggie Harrison again. Rolls it into Cleveland territory. They're clicking pretty well right now. I think their offensive line is playing quite well. They lost in overtime. There goes Harrison again. And he has the first down. Reggie Harrison from Cincinnati, a fourth-year man. Tackled by John Gardner. How about a team if that happens playing the Steelers? Harrison, unstoppable. Must have just let him out of the cage. 5 yards to carry just to get that. That's Laverne. Smith outside. He can go. He's got that speed. Rookie Laverne Smith, University of Kansas. Laverne Smith with his arm. Outside. And he goes with the 11. Laverne Smith, the rookie from Kansas. Cleveland Ball Club, Boris Red going out. And the Steelers have defeated Cleveland Browns 28-14. Cleveland now 2 wins and a loss.
That the underdog Houston Oilers disposed of 2 Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks and lived to take advantage of it. Houston won this episode of combat 27-10. Pittsburgh marched from the war zone thoroughly outgunned and severely wounded. And with 2 quarterbacks now in convalescence, the Steelers could be in a heap of trouble.
An overtime win against New England earlier this year. Cockcroft hits it pure, and the Cleveland Browns have a 24-23 win and a share of the lead in the AFC Central Division. And there are the standings. Cincinnati meets Pittsburgh tonight. They, too, can share that lead. But they have a problem, Pittsburgh. Let's go back 1 week earlier. The Steelers' Terry Bradshaw in the Astrodome on a rollout. He rolls left. He'll be hit by Greg Bingham. He'll attempt to break his fall with his left arm. Terry continued playing for several minutes, but x-rays later revealed a fractured wrist. Nevertheless, Terry insisted he'll play in tonight's game against Cincinnati. I talked to him about it. Terry, I think anyone who saw last week's game, you fractured your wrist against Houston, and you're going to be playing tonight. I think anyone maybe not really close to this game has to wonder why you're playing tonight. Why?
Well, there's really 2 reasons. First reason I think all athletes have is it's a great desire to play, and God's blessed me with a great desire to play, and it's a type of injury that really won't prohibit me from playing, and I feel like I can play. Secondly, and probably even more important, is the fact that Cleveland and Houston are 3-2, and we're playing Cincinnati tonight, so it's important for us to win this game, and I feel like I'm the guy that needs to be in there.
This evening, he's in New York for Game 6 of the World Series, the Dodgers and the Yankees, and you'll see it here on ABC. Should there be a 7th game necessary, that'll take place on Wednesday. You'll also see that. However, the Cowboys with me, Dandy Don Meredith. Don, we've got quite a game. Whoever wins tonight, Cincinnati or Pittsburgh, moves into a tie for the lead in the Central Division of the AFC with Cleveland and Houston. But Cincinnati can't win here.
They have a tough time. Like a year ago today, October. I was here, as a matter of fact. Did the ball game. Cincinnati lost for their 7th time in a row. They've had a really tough time here, but all teams have. 19 out of the last 20 times that they've been hosts, the Pittsburgh Steelers have won. So they built them a house they can live with, wouldn't you think?
Of course, Cleveland's never won here either, Don, and Pittsburgh has won 19 of 20 Central Division games, so they kind of own it here. Let me ask you, did you ever have a field where you didn't like to play?
Green Bay. Only played there one time, but I didn't want to go back. That was a toughie.
I was there.
Yes.
Don't blame you for that.
That's right. That was a tough.
Of course, Cincinnati has all the tools. Kenny Anderson, their quarterback, was an NFL passing champion in 1974 and 75. Isaac Curtis out on the flank. He can fly.
Well, Archie Griffin's hurt tonight. We don't know how badly. You got Boobie Clark that's coming back. He was off an injury, too. So I think we have a few questions to be answered on that Pittsburgh offense. They need to score. They led they actually were scoring out 30 points in the preseason, Frank, but they haven't been doing that since the regular season got underway. They need some points tonight.
And they say this field has no jinx for the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll find out. By the way, we have something we'd like to tell you about. We learned just a short time ago, NFL Commissioner Pete Rozelle, along with the president of ABC News and Sports, Dean Arledge, announced tonight that beginning next year, 1978, for the next 4 years, all NFL primetime games, regular season games, to be televised will be televised exclusively by ABC, and we're just delighted with that. We're also delighted about our football game coming up, and we'll be back with the kickoff right after this. 42, Linville Elliott, number 36, the setbacks. Boobie Clark, left side. Oh, and is he popped by the wildest dealer of them all, Jack Lambert.
And he gets it geared up. He is really there. That was great, quick reading, Frank. Look at him go for the middle linebacker position. He sees it, reads it perfectly. Move down that line, you see the... Oh, man, that's super. That is super. Dave Lapham, the right guard, was trying to come out and give some A little help to get in front of Lambert.
Yeah. 1st and 10. Ball at the 32. Play action again. Anderson. This time he'll go down in the arms of L.C. Greenwood. And the screen, the trap. 2nd down and 12. Draw play. Linville Elliott. Elliott goes down. It's L.C. Greenwood again. And the big rookie from Ohio State is in there, number 46. He gets the call and he booms ahead. It'll be close. It will be close.
You guys have reason to respect them, but I don't think we should fear. You'll see how close it is, and they did not make it.
Franco Harris, big hole up the middle. Harris out over the 30 to the 31. Upended by Jerry Anderson.
What a hole. John Colvin. All right, let's watch it. Look at Rocky Blyer. Boy, they're moving him out. That was a good job in there. Mike Webster, the center, made a good block.
Number 37 in place of Rocky Blyer. But it's the big man gets the call. He gets the first down.
With the same spot.
Franco Harris booms out to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh, and for Cincinnati. The ball just short of their own 15-yard line. Boobie Clark, left side. Oh, and he runs into Jack Lambert again.
That's a pretty good match with Boobie and Lambert head on there.
15-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. Play action. Anderson. The man open, and it's picked off by Jack Ham. Oh, man. Jack Ham picks off an attempted pass to Billy Brooks, and that is Jack Ham's 20th career interception.
And what an interception it was, Frank, because he actually had him open. The ball was not even that badly thrown. Trying to get Brooks deep on a little zig out route. You don't even see Ham. All of a sudden, with his great speed and range, what a catch. Brooks didn't even know he intercepted it, I don't think.
That pass, Don, as you said, was not badly thrown. It was just a great effort on the part of number 59, Jack Ham, and you see why he's all pro. 30-yard line of the Bengals. Franco Harris, right side, gets a good block and cuts back on it. He got a good block from number 50, Jim Plack, turns to 24. Bradshaw, a lot of time. Can't open his Stallworth. John Stallworth, 1st and 10, inside the 12-yard line of the Bengals. Blyer and Harris both back in. Bradshaw. Right down around the goal line. And it's Stallworth again. Rocky Blyer, 20 to setbacks. Blyer, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Let's look at it again. They fake to Thornton up the middle, and they just goes up that right side behind Mullins and Brown, Don.
You bet. They really did open it up.
There it is again. Good block.
You bet. They really knocked him out on that one. That Ray Phillips was 59. You saw him be
back at Three River Stadium in just a moment. Boobie Clark. Oh, nailed by Jack Ham. He came to play also.
Yes, matter of fact.
And you can't see it. Billy Brooks, top of your screen. Second down. And open in the middle. Isaac Curtis. He'll never get another play off.
Oh, boy, what a game.
Wow. Curtis took it inside the 10, but time ran out. Chuck Noll shaking his head almost in disbelief. And Pittsburgh moves into a three-way tie for the lead in the Central Division of the AFC with a dramatic 20-14 win over Cincinnati.
Against the Houston Oilers, they drove the Houston aerial attack underground with a minus 14 yards passing for the day. Interceptions matched sacks as 5 Houston passes fell to the opportunistic Steelers. While defeating Houston 27-10, Pittsburgh created 7 turnovers in all, including 2 outrageous thefts by a defensive end, number 78, Dwight White Shoes.
The 1977 season has reached adolescence, and as it matures, each week's games become significantly more crucial. Last week in Pittsburgh, 2 ailing generals were leading their teams in a first-place battle in the AFC Central. Houston's Dante Pastorini suffered ankle problems earlier in the year, and last week he suffered the suffocating weight of the steel curtain. While Pastorini was feeling some mild discomfort, his counterpart, Terry Bradshaw, fell under the gun one time and took a good shot on his broken left wrist. The pain, though excruciating, was transitory. In other words, it hurt like heck for a little bit, but Terry was out for only a couple of plays. On the other hand, Pastorini's problems lasted longer, like all afternoon. 5 costly interceptions, such as this one by defensive end Dwight White, sealed the Oilers' doom. White had 2 aerial thefts, a rarity for a defensive end, and well worth a little boogaloo. A quick recovery by Terry Bradshaw was followed by this 6-pointer to tight end Benny Cunningham, and Pittsburgh was on its way up in the standings. This highly unusual play was all the Steelers needed to take the prime out of the Oilers' pump. "49 yards to the end zone for number 82, John Stallworth, spelled victory for Pittsburgh, 27-10. Now that frost is on the pumpkin finally in Pittsburgh, there's one steel structure that's definitely high-rise. Steel curtain defense was pointedly papier-mâché against Baltimore, and the concussive thud of hard hits was replaced by some high-pitched whining. And when the game was in the bag, they allowed 2 meaningless touchdowns by Franco Harris that made the final score Colts 31, Steelers 21. Rick Upchurch, who for the day returned 5 punts for a total of 167 yards. The Broncos won 21-7 and converted a few more disbelievers along the way.
And when Cleveland came to town for a rematch, the aerial circus was flying high once again. Stallworth, Swan, and Bradshaw helped defeat Cleveland with another prolific passing day, which totaled 283.
Meanwhile in Pittsburgh, Terry Bradshaw put on his most impressive bombing run of the season. Number 82, John Stallworth, had the best day of his 4-year career with 6 catches for 126 yards. While Bradshaw found his better-known wide receiver, Lynn Swan, 5 times for 129 yards. Fullback Franco Harris did his part too, as the Steelers rolled to an imposing 28-3 lead at the half. In the second half, a blitz by Gerald Irons put a decided crimp in the Steeler offense. Bradshaw left with a bruised shoulder, as did Cleveland's Brian Sipe. Sipe's understudy, Dr. Dave Mays, came on to complete 17 passes, 3 of them for touchdowns to Larry Poole. But the Browns still fell short. And after losing twice to the Steelers, they must feel fortunate to still share first place with Pittsburgh.
Blyer gets the first down. That's what he got up to the 40-yard line. Charlie Hall makes the stop. Franco Harris trying to get outside and is pinned in, but still turns it into a good gain. 5-yard gain up to the 44-yard line before Tom Darden and Gerald Irons made the tackle. And Franco Harris booms for the first down into Cleveland territory at the 49-yard line with Dick Ambrose holding on to his ankle. And Bradshaw back for his first pass, looking downfield on the far sideline, sliding out of bounds, is swung at the 32-yard line. First down on track. Rocky Blyer, and Blyer has good yardage again. Up near the first down at the 35-yard line. Clarence Scott made the stop. That's Franco Harris, and he's got the first down up near the 40-yard line. Bradshaw flings it across the middle, intended for Bennett Cunningham. First down, run out of bounds near the 40-yard line. The tight end Cunningham makes the catch. And this afternoon. Bradshaw on first down, looking to throw. Look out, he gets the ball away. There's Sloan! Touchdown! And yelling defense. Sipe, second man through, and leading the way is Kirk Winston. Down from the 24-yard line. 7-3 the Steelers. Last 3 minutes, first quarter, Rocky Blyers had success today. Has a little bit more as he picks up 5 yards out to the 29-yard line. 4 to go. Bradshaw, lots of time, drills it out here to Stallworth. Peters lets him get away after falling down. There goes Stallworth, and he strikes down from behind. Tony Peters, who had coverage on that play, slipped and fell. Each has come up with a big play. Here's Franco Harris trying to get outside, cuts inside, and gets down to the 25-yard line. Harris, dragged down by Gerald Irons. Irons out on third down and about 4 to go, and Bradshaw's going to throw for it if he can. Under some pressure, heading for Swan. What a catch! Inside the 5. That is Ray. There goes Blyer the other way, blocking out in front. He should make it and does. Blyer carries it in from 2 yards out. The Steelers. Well, the Browns have to get back into it. They came to AFC from the 32, first down Browns. That's Greg Pruitt, and look out. He steps out of the arms of one man. And down he goes at the 25. Lacrosse. Hard to do. Greg Pruitt has averaged better than 9 yards a carry on 6 tries. Sipe back to throw. Flag goes down. Sipe. It is intercepted. Off the hands of one into the hands of Jim Allen. Still on his feet. Flag down, remember. Allen lifts the football. Picks it. And down it goes again, and hold on, and we'll see who's got it. Looked like surely the Browns would recover the fumble of Allen, but it looks like the Steelers may have gotten in there. They had excellent coverage the first time today. And this is a good punt, hanging high. Smith inside the 30-yard line. Now let's see the Browns coverage. Here comes Smith, and he is knocked out of bounds. And it might have been trouble had he not been knocked out of bounds by Larry Poole. Browns with excellent field position at their 45. Give the ball to Rocky Blyer, and there he goes. Darden makes a saving tackle at the 38-yard line. From the 38. First down, sun out. It's a cold day in Pittsburgh, but Bradshaw's hot, going for Stallworth. Touchdown! 38 yards. Mays has the time. And it's batted down. He was going for Miller, but big Dwight White knocked it down and says a few words. Early drive when they went in for 3 points and had another one going and got intercepted. High pass. Coleman gets away a kick angling toward the sidelines, and it goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now here's a man who's never kicked the ball into the end zone. 5 yards. He's had 5 of those against Cleveland, most against any other team. Here's Bradshaw looking as his man Swan, who's still on his feet. And now we'll go down. Bradshaw has been razor sharp all day today. He had an interception here today. Here's Franco Harris trying to get outside, and he does get outside, and he is run out of bounds by Oliver Davis, who runs right into a make it 5-4, and they're out in front 21-3. First half, and Bradshaw still firing. Look at the time he's got. Now Swan's going to have to come back for it, and has it. Has the ball at the 16-yard line. That's Blyer in motion. And this is Franco Harris coming the other way, breaking one tackle inside the 10. Harris goes touchdown. What a run! Pittsburgh has scored 4 touchdowns and leads 28-3 over the Cleveland Browns. Mays has to look long, fires it long into the end zone. Warfield goes up and the ball bounds away, and that ends the first half. A half that belongs to the Pittsburgh Steelers. On Terry Bradshaw's strong arm and the great defense. They go to the locker rooms at halftime with Pittsburgh out in front by the score of 28-3. Down and long, the Browns want to stop them and get that football back. Terry Bradshaw, time, throws it out here, and a diving catch by Stallworth. Oh my, he and Swan have a free ball game with the exception of on several extra point tries. Swinging the ball out to Stallworth here, and Stallworth's got the first down and out of bounds. You would expect Franco to get it. He's got it. Goes outside and has the first down. Crossing inside the 25-yard line. Third down. 8 to go. Mays back. Looking, has time. Look out! Here he comes. Burnett. And that is Poole. That is not Pruitt. Lost the football. Pittsburgh got it. Now it's stumbled around in there again. And we'll see. Pittsburgh had it, the whistle did not blow, as he must not have had control, and now we'll wait and see till they unstack it.
Mean Joe Green actually had the ball for a while, but it looked like a couple of Pittsburgh players jumped on top of him, wanted wrestling for the ball. Let's see who ended there in the third quarter.
Bradshaw looking for a quick one, passes all by himself. His Stallworth. And Stallworth is down at the 25-yard line. First down. And this is Blyer with a fast start and a quick ending because they really nailed him again as Charlie Hall came across. And guess who's got the football? And Harris has the first down inside the 15-yard line. Tough man to stop. Franco Harris cuts back inside, and wrestling with it is Earl Edwards. The bench for Terry Bradshaw. Bradshaw drops quickly back, loops it up for Stallworth. Touchdown, second of the day. First down, 37-yard line, and Dave Mays back to throw. Setting up, gets the ball away, and it is intercepted. Intended for Poole and intercepted by Jack Ham, his second of the day. The game, 1 second to go. Mays dropping back. Mays still looking, has to get the ball away. Does, and it is almost intercepted by Dungy as time runs out. That's it. The Steelers and Browns are now tied at 5-4 in the AFC Central. Steelers win it 35-31.
A media blitz greeted Tony Dorsett and the Dallas Cowboys. The former Pitt Heisman Trophy winner said hello with a first quarter touchdown. Then, when all the hoopla died away, an old pro responded to his challenge. Franco Harris counted with 179 yards rushing, the highest single game total of his storied career. Meanwhile, Dorsett mowed it up and down the line of scrimmage, only to find all avenues of escape blocked. For this afternoon, it was vintage steel curtain, gang tackle, turnover, and takeaway. Defense brought the ball in close, and Bradshaw found his favorite target, as Pittsburgh rolled over the soon-to-be world champion. Pittsburgh's 28-13 win against Dallas had all the familiar ingredients, but was spiced with a liberal helping of youth. A bumper crop of young Pittsburgh players like number 21, Tony Dungy, are getting ready to step in and contribute.
You know, people in Pittsburgh are tough when they say surf's up in late November. The only ones who drowned last Sunday were the Dallas Cowboys, who sunk faster than the Titanic when hit by an iceberg named Franco Harris. Harris gained 179 yards and scored twice as the Steelers thoroughly whipped the once unbeatable Cowboys. Dallas mystified the steel curtain just once when Roger Staubach connected with number 87, Jay Saldy, to give the Cowboys a brief 13-7 lead. Both teams seemed to be replaying last year's scenario when Dallas wilted after a blazing start and Pittsburgh finished strong after a horrendous beginning. Quarterback Terry Bradshaw threw touchdowns to Lynn Swann and number 82 John Stallworth as the Steelers crushed the Cowboys 28-13. If the Cowboys do not find themselves fast, they might indeed flounder, for this week an iceberg colored in burgundy and gold blocks their path in Washington.
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Three Rivers, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, they come together to form the Ohio. As you look now at downtown Pittsburgh, the Golden Triangle, and it's the site today of the Dallas Cowboys against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a game that means so very much to both these football teams. I'm Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. What else do you have to say? This is a rematch of Super Bowl number 10.
And if either guy or anybody on the team didn't get taped up, it's their own fault. Both teams are very physical, Patrick, but the Steelers have had 21 fumbles and 17 interceptions, and that's a minus 13 takeaway type factor, and Dallas eats you up. You play that kind of football on a day like today.
This is the first time they've met since that Super Bowl of 2 years ago. They played in preseason, and Dallas shut out the Steelers 30-0. And it might have been preseason, but don't think that's not a memory.
And one of Bradshaw's greatest games was in the Super Bowl, and Lynn Swann was the MVP, and Lynn Swann is the Lynn Swann of 2 years ago. He's dynamite.
Boys break on defense. That's the Pittsburgh backfield.
And Bradshaw's playing his 6th game with a fractured left wrist, and he's got a pretty good cast on it. But he's throwing the ball well, and all the interceptions to these receivers are not Bradshaw's fault, obviously.
The Pittsburgh offensive line, Cole Davis, Webster Clack, and Larry Brown. Roger Staubach, the quarterback, on first down to Tony Dorsett. Of course, as you would expect, a great local favorite here in Pittsburgh, Jack Ham, number 59, the linebacker who made the tackle, at the Pittsburgh 41. Staubach drops, can't throw. Ernie Holmes and the rest of the steel curtain converge on Roger Staubach. And again, Roger's going to throw. Outside screen to Newhouse, and Newhouse ducks under one. Warren Taves was the first guy to get him, and then Dwight White came over to make sure. Staubach lined up shotgun. Has to go down. Joe Green. Dwight White. The piece, huh? Right. Bryn Herrera has it knocked away. 6-0 Dallas. Herrera had missed only one extra point all year, so that's number 2. Watch it.
Let's see where it comes from. Oh, my gosh, it's from behind. It was Dennis Dirt Winston, the middle linebacker, and he went up over the stack to get the block. He's only 6'2".
It's the girl lift.
The girl lift?
Right.
Not the only competition I might have had a chance in.
Dorsett, the touchdown for Dallas. This is Jim Smith. He found Jim Smith gets out to about the 39. Pittsburgh has it first and 10. The Cowboys lead 6-0 as Franco Harris breaks into the secondary, and Franco Harris is gone. A 61-yard touchdown run by Franco Harris. Here's again.
Watch the body control, and let's see who gets a good block on the outside. Because he's cut off at the pass. You can see Brunig coming over. Good block inside. And I'll tell you right now, it's a race. And very few people have run through that secondary, and Franco does it. He's not a Tony Dorsett, but he's bigger. And we've got some kind of a duel going on.
Above average, I'd say. Franco Harris. And watch the block by the center, Webster.
Now, Mike Webster's 52 there. He takes Brunig, the linebacker, who's overrun it just a little bit. Flyers on the outside. D.D. Lewis gets one shot there. Remember, this happens in a hurry. If it's holding, it's too late, baby. The replay is done. So 61 yards.
Done. And done well by Franco Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers for Pittsburgh. 7-6 to score, and Rocky Blyer gets the call. Rocky Blyer outside the 40. Mark Washington made the tackle, but Blyer got the good yardage.
And they ran straight at Randy White and the Dallas flex defense. Some people didn't think maybe Sam Davis at left guard could block Randy White. But
so they got 2 to go for a first. Blyer again. Close. Bob Brunig. Number 53, the Dallas middle linebacker, is playing with an injured toe. Seattle over Houston 3-0. Houston, of course, in the AFC Central, as are the Steelers. It's first down, Steelers. Ball at their own 43-yard line. They lead by 1, and Franco Harris again breaks into the secondary. Almost broke it again. Harris got a first down. Stopped by Harris.
They're cutting off Jethro Pugh, and watch and see what they do to Brunig, the middle linebacker. Webster, they double team on the outside, and the tackle comes down, the trap from the outside. The toughest thing you can read as a linebacker. Cliff Harris has to hang on or he's gone.
Yards. Robert Newhouse had a 29-yard run to start it off, and a touchdown pass from Staubach to Saldi. That's Alvin Maxson, number 28. And he breaks around it to him. Herrera misses it, and Maxson goes. Randy Hughes finally caught him. But Pittsburgh has it back in good shape.
And the Cowboys seem to think that they can cover kickoffs as well as anybody. And they haven't today. Pittsburgh is really using the run back to get to field position. Here's the former New Orleans Saints running back. And he's a solid guy. Now watch him get up in and duck it outside. Efren gives it the best shot he can, and now Hughes pulls him down from behind.
Those other folks are pretty good, too. 2nd and 7. Rocky Blyer stays back to block. Lynn Schwab accepts the pass from Terry Bradshaw. I beg your pardon, John Stallworth.
Cleveland, now watch him. He goes down and sets it up, drives Washington off, and turns him all the way around, really. Ball is perfectly thrown because he had to come back to get it. You're never going to break that one up, not if you're wise.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left before the half. Dallas. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham gets down inside the 10 for another Pittsburgh first down.
He takes a little off. Good quarterbacks can do this. He's got a 6'5", 250-pound tight end that's just open enough. It's an excellent throw and a big target.
Super throw. At the 9, it's first and goal. Bradshaw's going to throw again, and does. Going to have a touchdown.
This is the 6th game. Good fake here. Barnes is never in the chase on this one. There's the throw, taken off again. Aha, inside the field of play this time. Len Swan.
People you'd expect to know a lot about football don't know a lot. And some people do know a lot.
This is what the game is all about, though. Len Swan is back
in Dallas. Staubach operating from the deep spot. Ducking. And down he goes. Back at his own 45. Steve Furness. First and 10, Dallas. Jay Saldy sets up on the left side. Pitch is back to Tony Dorsett. Looked like he might option for a moment, but he didn't. Mel Blunt, number 47, came up to make the tackle. Backs in the backfield now as Roger Staubach goes into the shotgun. He throws. It's intended for Preston Pearson. And Blunt and Taves were all over him. Bradshaw, the Steeler quarterback. Franco Harris, he tries to cut back, finally does, and picks up about 6. Maybe more. Flyer has more than enough for the first down and has enough to get into Dallas territory for Pittsburgh.
Audible call by Bradshaw, and Dallas tried to move into the defense after he had made the audible call, and he ran it right through there anyway.
Territory now. Bradshaw gives Flyer. And again, he gets good yardage. Underneath, over the... Franco Harris. Cuts to the inside. Cuts the first down.
Davis now, number 57. Get out in front of this. Here's the veteran. Watch this block he makes. Young people watch it. He takes Harris and cuts him right in half. And Franco goes laterally about 5 yards with no move at all. And I'll tell you, downfield, he runs like a halfback and hits like the fullback, doesn't he?
Stallworth. Steeler touchdown.
Bradshaw really pulled the trigger on that one. And they go right out and take Dallas on the line of scrimmage. The stun doesn't bother. Look at this throw. That's dead on. That's a third touchdown for Stallworth.
Here it is again.
Oh-ho.
Speed. 21-13. The Steelers over St. Louis chasing. The Cowboys should lose. The Cardinals would only be 1 game back. Staubach back. Pick it off. Picked off. Jimmy Allen down the sideline. He might go. Allen at the 2. He is down.
Dupre coming by and now tries to straighten it right in there. Excellent move by the safety man. Kept off the white line. And now Neely comes up to snuff him there.
And it's first and goal for the Steelers. Franco Harris makes it touchdown Steelers. Down by Franco Harris.
Weak side run. Look at the blocking. A stand-up job, his second of the day. He has 139 yards. I'm talking about...
Good day for him. He fakes the draw. He throws the screen. And it's set up well. Rocky Flyer out close to midfield in Dallas territory before he's down by Penny Farms. They are 5-5 now, so Ram leading 2 games. Here's Franco Harris breaking a couple of tackles. Franco Harris near a first down. Charlie Waters got him out of bounds. That was 157 yards against Cincinnati back in 1975. So Big Franco looks like he's going to do 1,000 at least again. Then he's second and a very short half yard as Rocky Blyer will go for that and get it. Wrapped up by Ed Jones, but he still got the first down. Cowboys. Home 35 Staubach. Drew Pearson. Looked. Got hit by Dennis Winston and Drew lying on his back right there.
He's taking anything that's in a football suit.
They hit each other. Pearson ducked underneath.
Razorback's tough, you know it?
He is. Likes to stay close to the ground. That's where he is.
They had to drag Dirt Winston off, not because he was hurt, because he wanted to stay in and play.
Robin Cole took his place. Roger Staubach drops the throw. Firing deep for Jay Saldy. Almost picked off by Glenn Edwards. Brown moved back to that position. Here's Roger Staubach. Firing. It is picked off by Dungy. The Steelers come up with another interception. The pass intended for Jay Saldy. And Tony Dungy made the interception in what Dallas faces. It's back to Harris. Franco cuts inside. Touchdown close to the 30. Not quite a first down, but almost. Situation as Blyer goes in motion and Harris goes behind him with the football. Franco Harris to the 25. Another Pittsburgh Steeler first down, stopped by Cliff Harris. Stop. So with 31 seconds left to play, it looks like the Steelers got this one locked up. 28-13 they lead.
When the reviving Pittsburgh Steelers traveled to New York's Shea Stadium last Sunday, they took with them some impressive conference rankings. Number 2 in overall defense, number 1 in overall offense, number 1 in passing. 2 good reasons for the high rank in passing were 2 crafty wide receivers named John Stallworth and Lynn Swann, number 88. Terry Bradshaw did not enjoy one of his better days, but touchdowns by Swann and Stallworth gave Pittsburgh the edge in the second quarter. Walt Michaels' Jets refused to be intimidated, and New York came back to tie the score behind the unlikely combination of number 17 rookie quarterback Matt Robinson and rookie running back Scott Dirking, number 25, who also rushed for more than 100 yards. Unfortunately for the joyous young Jets, the mistakes of youth would eventually turn the game against them. A missed handoff set up the lead touchdown for Pittsburgh, and despite getting generally good protection against the Steeler rush, which was missing both Joe Green and L.C. Greenwood, New York quarterbacks were charged with no less than 5 interceptions. After the Steelers intercepted Matt Robinson 3 times, Richard Todd replaced him and threw 2 more interceptions on his first 2 passes. Todd then settled down and led the Jets to a late touchdown, which brought New York close, but not close enough, as the Steelers hung on to win 23-20 and edged closer to their annual place in the playoffs. In Pittsburgh, the title-tested Steelers figured to have even less trouble with the still-growing Seattle Seahawks. You know how it is when you're big and bad and can catch footballs with one hand tied behind your back. Number 82, John Stallworth, was only part of Seattle's problem, however. The Steelers have another slick receiver who has perfected a technique he calls the swan dive. Number 88, Lynn Swann, scored, and Pittsburgh seemed to have all the ingredients to make this game a laugher. Still, it's only fair to point out that the young Seahawks are capable of flying high against anybody, on the arm of little Jim Zorn, number 10. Zorn fired a 61-yard tracer to number 84, Sam McCullum. And for a few moments, the upstart Seahawks entertained notions of the season's biggest upset. But wily veteran Terry Bradshaw, number 12, exploited their youthful exuberance. Cornerback Dave Brown got caught chasing an inside fake. Bradshaw kept the ball and tattled in untouched to preserve a too close for comfort 30-20 victory over Seattle. The Cincinnati Bengals, a championship caliber fighter with a glass jaw that in recent years hasn't known much big game success. Last week, however, it was the Pittsburgh Steelers who hit the canvas. Pittsburgh had won the last 6 bouts between these two clubs. Last week, however, Cincinnati chased the beleaguered Steelers all over the ring. Then when Terry Bradshaw escaped with his life, the Bengals exacted a toll on his unsuspecting receivers. What their intimidation lacked in subtlety, their secondary made up for in daring, snatching one of Bradshaw's desperation aerials for 6 points. Offense joined defense in winning alliance. Kenny Anderson landed 2 big haymakers. One to Billy Brooks that staggered the champs early. Then the finisher to Ivy Leaguer Pat McInally that put Pittsburgh down for the count. At midseason, the Bengals looked like 1977's big disappointment. Now, with 1 game left, the Bengals can unseat Pittsburgh as AFC Central Division champions. If only that glass jaw doesn't get hit. San Diego, where the Pittsburgh Steelers, beneficiaries of the Oiler victory, promptly went to sleep. The Chargers bolted to a 9-0 lead before Pittsburgh finally got interested in the game. It actually didn't matter whether the Steelers won this game or not. And it wasn't until number 82, John Stallworth, made this long catch that Pittsburgh even threatened. Finally, the Steelers pushed across 10 points to claim the lead. But then they almost lost it in the waning moments when the Chargers missed victory by a matter of inches. The juggling interception saved the win for Pittsburgh and avoided the embarrassment of such Monday morning headlines as "Steelers lose, advance to AFC playoffs." For Coach Chuck Noll, it has been a trying and sometimes painful season, as a broken elbow injury will attest. But what counts the most is that his Steelers, for the 6th straight year, are in the Super Bowl Derby.
In 1977, the Pittsburgh Steelers returned to the playoffs for a 6th straight season. Against Denver, they faced a team playing in its first playoff game ever, and a city infected with something called Broncomania. The Steelers had persevered through a long and difficult season. They were well prepared for the crackling intensity of postseason football. The upstart Broncos took an early lead and seized emotional advantage. Pittsburgh was learning what other NFL champions had discovered. The longer you stay on top, the harder it is to remain there. Pittsburgh battled back to tie the score at 21 as the 4th quarter began. Now the game would be decided on the tumbling twists of fate. Both teams searching for that fraction of an inch advantage which separates victory from defeat. In 1977, the Denver Broncos got caught up in the winds of destiny and went on to Super Bowl 12, while the Pittsburgh Steelers stayed home. beat a champion, you can lay claim to number one.
Into the kicker's face. Eddie Cunningham has come as the tight end and running this way with Franco Harris, and Harris loses the football out of bounds, but they say he was down at the 28-yard line. This is the quarterback. Dwyer and Harris, the running back. Swan and Stallworth are the wide receivers. And the tight end was Randy Grossman, now Benny Cunningham. Number 55, John Cole. The left guard, Sam Davis, the veteran, the captain, 57. Mike Webster, the center. Some call him the best in the business. Jim Clack, 50, is the right guard. Right tackle, and Larry Brown, the converted tight end. First quarter. Franco Harris, and Harris is backed up as he crosses the 30-yard line. And he's got the first down. He usually goes to. He's got three wide receivers in there now. Bradshaw in a crowd, gets out of the crowd, gets by Swinson. Bradshaw got the first down at the 47-yard line. The Broncos, but that big box punt is the difference. Third down and 3 to go. Whoa. Wow, did Lionel take a hit? Woo! L.C. Greenwood is back. Before playing in the Sugar Bowl against Pittsburgh a year ago. Jim Smith at the 32-yard line. Smith gives Pittsburgh some good field position out near the 44-yard line. Bradshaw, lots of time. Now running out of it. Now throws, has a man wide open. Cunningham. He doesn't know what to do with it. He falls down, and he was so by himself, he simply dropped the ball. But after he caught it, it's a first down. On first down from the 36, Harris with a hole this time, picks up 3 or 4 yards down near the 31-yard line. Second down, they try to get Harris outside. He's got blockers behind Cole, and is knocked out of bounds, along with one of the yard linesmen. Harris trying to get outside. First down and more. Inside the 20, inside the 15 goes Franco Harris. And as we told you earlier, Pittsburgh did not think they could get outside on this 34. But Franco Harris sure does it there behind some excellent blocking. That's 57, Sam Davis leading downfield for him. And that's Billy Thompson finally driving him out after a beautiful game, beautiful run by the big back. Bradshaw back to throw on first and 5. Looks, fires it, he's got his man at the 1-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Lim Swan at the 1-yard line, tackled by Bill Thompson. That's it, Bradshaw scores. For Terry, he has counted in for his 4th touchdown of the year. And that was a drive that began way back on the 44-yard line. This is probably the surest and safest of all the short yardage plays. Bradshaw, finding out how tough that Orange Crush defense is on the ground, says, I'll get it over the top. Right up over the top, touchdown. 56-yard drive. Nick Morton comes in. There's the drive, climaxed by the 1-yard topple of Bradshaw over the line. Otis Armstrong goes down as a couple of flags go down. The reason is because they know how to get that ball into the end zone. Jim Smith says this is fine and has it at the 7-yard line. 20, 30, takes the hit, still on his feet, and out to the 35-yard line. Manor, Grant, and Smith again the front 3. And Bradshaw to throw and has at Stallworth, and Stallworth takes a rugged hit at the 41-yard line. I mean a rugged hit. Bradshaw really put a blast on it. 4 down linemen in there now on third down and a little bit less than 2 yards to go. Franco Harris has the first down and more, getting out to midfield where it's first down. Bradshaw has time, delivers it to Stallworth, who's got the football inside the 30-yard line. The marker right at the 30-yard line. Bradshaw throwing on first down, loops it to Franco Harris, cuts back, and Harris picks up big yardage inside the 25, down near the 22-yard line. Franco Harris gets up the middle, comes back against the grain. That's what he loves to do. Takes the tackle inside the 10. Harris went out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And that will be another first down. Franco Harris, how many times have you seen and heard people talk about the way he cuts back against the grain and breaks tackles? Bradshaw took it himself for the first one. There goes Blyer. Here goes Franco Harris. Touchdown. Harris takes it in. This is a drive of 65 yards, starting on the 35-yard line. 2 long drives for Pittsburgh and 2 special team touchdowns set up by the Arms front.
And these Pittsburgh Steelers know how to quiet down these 75,000 Denver Bronco fans. That's Gradisher who's trying to hold Franco out of the end zone.
1:36 left in the half of a tie ball game. Otis Armstrong almost hit in the backfield and now is hit in the backfield by Jack Lambert. The first man to get him was L.C. Greenwood, and then Lambert put him down. Down and 15 to go, and Armstrong isn't going anywhere. L.C. Greenwood is there again, and this is a loss back to the 16-yard line.
Penalized Montler because he missed.
First down, and there goes Keyworth trying to get outside, and Lambert goes to fumble the ball, and Green goes for it, and it belongs to the Steelers. Special teams, defense of Denver scored, the offense of the Steelers has scored. It's 14-14, that's the end of the half. Here at Denver, Colorado, on a Merry Christmas Eve. When Morton found Haven Moses is in motion right now. Otis Armstrong, who already has 1 touchdown, to provide another one here. Second down, Morton looking to throw. Out of the way. Down to the 1-foot line. And the Broncos are insisting that he took it in. And now cooler heads as Agloff is showing they've got that far to go. The big back Judson does not get it, I don't believe. Denver's denied. Pittsburgh is in the hole, but they have held. It is still 14 all. 4:48. They had a first down inside the 3-yard line.
The NFL playoffs had never come to Denver's Mile High Stadium. That is until last week, when Craig Morton led the surprising Denver Broncos into the first round. Many consider Denver's opponents to be mere shadows of their former selves. Indeed, for Franco Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers, 1977 will go down as the year of the costly turnover. And against an opportunistic bunch, such as Denver's Orange Crush defense, turnovers can be fatal. When alert defenders such as Pro Bowl linebacker Tom Jackson provide such excellent field position, the offense's job becomes that much easier. Such was the case in the first 20 minutes against Pittsburgh. Number 24, Otis Armstrong, followed Jackson's fumble return with a 10-yard waltz to the end zone, while earlier rookie Rob Lytle had bolted 7 yards following a blocked punt. Denver's first 2 touchdown drives covered a grand total of 27 yards. But if Pittsburgh was willing to make it easy, the Broncos were more than willing to accommodate them. And Mile High was loving it. When the Pittsburgh Steelers are down, their one great equalizer is still the steel curtain. Success hasn't come as easily this season for Pittsburgh's vaunted defensive unit, but give the Steelers more than one opportunity, and invariably they'll make the big play. Then try to intimidate their opponents into submission. Denver's offense couldn't sustain a drive against the aroused Steeler defense. Franco Harris, on the other hand, spent period 2 atoning for his earlier fumble, driving inside the Bronco 5 and setting up a Pittsburgh touchdown that tied the score at halftime. Period 3 saw Denver regain the lead for the third time on a 30-yard beauty from Morton to Riley Odoms. But each time Denver beat the Steel Curtain for a score, the Steelers came back to beat Orange Crush. Here on a Terry Bradshaw pass to a wide-open John Stallworth that set up Pittsburgh's third touchdown. Orange Crush hadn't lost more than one lead in the game all season. Perhaps playoff pressure was taking its toll. As dusk settled over Colorado, the issue still had not been resolved. Would Pittsburgh go to the AFC Championship game for the fourth consecutive year, or would Denver's miracle season continue? The matter would be decided on 2 fourth-quarter plays. The first play came compliments of All-Pro Tom Jackson, his second crucial interception of the period. His first had led to a field goal. Now Denver had two choices: sit on their lead and hope that time would run out on the Steelers, or put the Steelers away themselves. Their decision was sound, and the results were conclusive. Denver opted to do it themselves, and once again Craig Morton delivered, nailing speedy Jack Dalvin for the game's clinching score. On this historic day in Mile High Stadium, perhaps a new champion was born, and perhaps an old champion was put to rest. One thing is certain: the Broncos will play here one more time this week against the defending Super Bowl champion Oakland Raiders. Two great teams in a title game showdown, vying for the right to make a claim that only one will be entitled to make.
This is simply the Steelers' way. Draft quality people such as number 52, Mike Webster. Drill them hard till ready, then fill a need like offensive center. Webster, Cole, Winston, and Cunningham joining forces with Harris, Ham, Bradshaw, and Swan. A new look blends with the old guard, and the Pittsburgh Steelers roll on. Past glories point the way to even better days ahead as the entire Pittsburgh organization accepts a challenge to maintain the greatness that Steeler fans have come to expect. A town and its team looking forward with optimism to 1978. With unity of purpose, the goal is already in sight: to reach the playoffs for a 7th straight year. After that, the sky is the limit. All is in readiness for the next chapter in the Pittsburgh Steelers story to unfold. The one man who has been there since the beginning is ready too. And owner Arthur J. Rooney can't wait to get started.